Hey there, island dreamers, locals, and anyone craving a slice of paradise. Welcome back, or welcome for the first time, to the Fun and Key West podcast, where the vibe is always laid back, the stories are salty, and the drinks, well, they're definitely frozen. I'm your host, Michelle O'Connor, your unofficial tour guide to the Conquered Public. Whether you're planning your first trip, your fifth trip, or you're just daydreaming about trading the cubicle for the ocean breeze, you are in the right place. Here's the deal. This podcast is your insider's guide to all things Key West. We're talking where to eat, hello, conch fritters and key lime pie, where to drink, spoiler alert, there will be rum, where to stay, and all the quirky, wonderful things that make Key West the one-of-a-kind paradise we all love. Plus, we'll keep you up to date on the latest happenings, festivals, events, maybe even the occasional Hemingway lookalike sighting. And just to keep things spicy, we'll be bringing on some amazing guests now and then, locals, business owners, and people who know the island like the back of their sandy hand. So grab your flip-flops, pour yourself a cold one, and let's escape to the island state of mind together, whether you're tuning in from your hammock or your commute, while wishing it was a hammock. We've got all the Key West goodness coming your way. Thanks for being here. It's going to be a lot of fun in Key West. Let's dive in. Hey friends, welcome to Wandering Wednesday. I am Michelle with Fun in Key West, and buckle up because today we are hitting the road and heading about 50-ish miles up the overseas highway for the ultimate marathon day trip. Scenic views for days, check. Unique stops like dolphin and turtle rescues, double check. And of course, we're throwing in some delicious seafood and beach vibes because, well, it's the Keys and we don't have to do paradise halfway. Whether you're looking to explore, relax, or just enjoy the ride, this episode's got all the tips to make your marathon adventure one for the books. Grab your sunnies, your playlist, and maybe a to-go picnic, because we're about to wander like pros. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Wandering Wednesday. I am Michelle with Fun in Key West, and I hope you guys are having a great week so far. Today we're exploring the Keys, and we do that all the time on Wandering Wednesdays. And today the question was, how far is Marathon from Key West? Well, the short answer is not that far. It's about 50-ish miles and about an hour, depending on traffic. You're going to go along the overseas highway. It's going to be amazing views, and it's a great day trip. So if you're staying in Key West, and I say this all the time, there is a ton of things to do in Key West, and you can stay in Key West and never get bored and never run out of things to do. But I encourage you to be able to leave Key West and go up and explore the Keys. And Marathon is a great day trip. You can do it various ways, and we'll talk about getting there and how you could do that. But there are so many stops along the way that it's going to open your eyes to the beauty of the Keys. Key West has its own flavor and its own vibe, but each of the Keys up north also have their own vibe and their own just distinct thing that they offer and makes them unique. You can obviously drive, and there are pullouts along the way. You can pull over, take pictures, just stop and enjoy beauty. You can have a picnic, all of that. You can take a bus up. There's a Flixbus that you can take. The thing about it is it's destination to destination busing. So you're going from Key West to Marathon. There are no stops along the way. If you need to get to Marathon for a reason, you could take that as an option, but not my preferable way. You can, though, if you want to not drive, but explore the Keys, have pit stops along the way, then I would encourage you to try a service like Up the Keys. I can put a link down here in the comments. But Up the Keys offers a very nice van. They do commentary and tell you all about the stops along the way. And it's just a great way to spend the afternoon or the morning or the whole day. You can also bike up there. So if you are a biker, you can bike up and back. I know I couldn't do it up and back in a full day, but maybe take your bike up and do parts of it and just explore along the bike lanes there. There are so many things to do in Marathon. So the question, is it absolutely worth visiting? Well, you bet it is. It's a great place. to explore the water. It's a great place for amazing scenic views and seafood. It's everything that the Keys has, and it's everything Key West is, but just a little bit of a different thing. Some of the things that you can actually make sure to put on your list, and again, up the Keys can take you here as well, is the Dolphin Research Center. This place offers the ability to see dolphins. Not, don't think SeaWorld. This place rehabilitates dolphins. They have dolphins who actually live there full time because they're not able to be put back out in the wild. But they're not in tanks per se. They're in these natural tanks that are formed by they dug out pools in the water, and that's where they are. But you get to learn how dolphins interact. You get to learn how some of those things that we see that they do are out there in the wild, and we think that they're tricks, but they're actually plot things that they do instinctively. And Janet's popping in here saying, I can't wait to come wandering again. My favorite place ever. I know, I just love that. Keep the comments coming. Love to hear them. So another place that you can check out is the Turtle Hospital. Here they rehabilitate turtles. So you're going to go in and see who is in there and what they're doing. And maybe you'll time it so that you'll be able to see a turtle rescue. If you want to just go up and pick up maybe a picnic to go from your favorite place in Key West and drive up there, check out Sombrero Beach. It's a great beach. It's got this cool vibe. It's a great place just to relax, have a picnic, and just get that different feel of the Keys. You can do the Florida Keys Aquarium encounter. This place is really cool. You can actually, I think, like you can at other aquariums, get in the tank. I think you have to make sure that you're on the list to do that and you sign up for that. Speaking of getting in the water, you can actually get in the water at the Dolphin Research Center with the dolphins. And so, but make sure you sign up for that and get that all taken care of. Of course, you can do some sport fishing up in Marathon. So make sure that if that's something that you want to do, you do that. Some other things that you're going to want to check out if you are driving and have the opportunity to do that. And again, Up the Keys offers a lot of these stops along the way. You're going to see Pigeon Key and the old 7 Mile Bridge. This harkens back to Henry Flagler's railroad, and you're going to see all of the remnants from the old railroad. Remember that it was in existence, and then the hurricane of Labor Day in 1935 takes it out. But there's a lot of pieces of it still left that you can see. Thopit Bay Honda State Park. You see remnants of the bridge there. You can walk out onto a section of the bridge, and then you're straddling the Atlantic and the Gulf of Mexico. So that's really cool. Of course, you can go out and you see sunset there. You can rent kayaks, all of that there. Big Pine Key is also a place that you're going to want to stop. I don't know the days that it runs, but there's a flea market there that you can check out. They have souvenirs and fresh fruit and all of that. Of course, if you're in Big Pine, you should absolutely check out the Key Deer Refuge. The story behind how that was created and one man's absolute persistence to save the key deer is an amazing story. There are tons of places to eat up and down between Marathon and Key West. It's going to depend on what you're looking for. There's tiki bars, there's all kinds of places, seafood, roadside places, waterfront. Of course, you're going to try their key lime pie because you are. And there are all these cool little places just to stop and shop and check out what people are making. Artists are up and down this whole section. There's places that you would think, should I go in there? Absolutely. Check them out. Just wander. And I think that's exciting thing about this trip between Key West and Marathon is, it's about an hour to get there, but it could be an all-day adventure. You just stop, pull over, grab a cup of coffee, have lunch, go shopping, see the aquarium, see the dolphins. But there's just a whole lot of fun things to do. And as you're going through this drive, be aware of the history that's around you. You have the railroad, and then you have how they built the railroad, and all of these amazing stories that are connected to the Keys. I remember when Hurricane Irma came through, we came in and went up and did some cleanup work with people up around Big Pine Key. And that was an amazing adventure. and being able to help people in their most, help them clean up, gather their items, put together back that we stopped at Bee's place there. She's a wonderful woman who had an amazing garden there in Big Pine. And we helped write up her palm trees and her banana trees. And just being able to see how the island has come back from Irma is amazing. It's just, you thought, when you saw all the devastation, you thought there's no way that this is ever going to look like it did before. And it really did come back. And that's why I always say, okay, I've done the trip, marathon to Key West. I don't need to do it again. Yeah, you do, because everything's always changing and it's growing and evolving, and you're really going to want to check that out. So I'm here to answer any of your questions. Janet, thank you so much for putting in your comments. What's your favorite stop? Have you explored Marathon to Key West or Key West to Marathon? What are your favorite stops? What are your favorite go-to places for waterfront dining? Let me know. I would love to hear what your comments are. Of course, I want you to head over to FunInKeyWest.com, pick up our newsletter. You do that by signing up for our happy hour list. And of course, we have a ton of things that you can ask and find out about: where to eat, where to stay, what to do. And of course, under what to do, we have the amazing travel partners that we work with, and you can book right through our website with them at no extra cost to you. So you know that we've checked out what's on there. You'll feel comfortable in what's there. Be sure to check in every Wednesday on Wandering Wednesday. We explore the Keys and other places. You guys have a great day. Thank you for stopping in, and we'll talk to you later. Bye. And that's a wrap on Wandering Wednesday. Huge thanks for hitting the road with me today. It's always a good time exploring the Keys together. I mean, how dreamy does a day trip from Key West to Marathon sound? Between the jaw-dropping views along the Overseas Highway, quirky roadside stops, and adventures like meeting dolphins or hanging out with sea turtles, Marathon is definitely road trip goals. Here's a real quick recap to fuel your wanderlust. The drive. You know, it's about 50-ish miles of pure paradise. Take your time, pull over often, and snap some pics of those gorgeous water views. Some of your top stops include Dolphin Research Center, educational and adorable. Turtle Hospital, because who doesn't love seeing saved turtles? Sombrero Beach, perfect for a picnic and relaxed vibes. If you're a history buff, well, don't miss the scenic Pigeon Key and the iconic 7 Mile Bridge. Flagler's railroad legacy still lives on. What about water fun? From kayaking at Bahia Honda to incredible sport fishing, Marathon delivers all the aquatic vibes. Now, here's where you come in. Like this episode if a day trip sounds like something your road trip playlist has been waiting for. Share it with your fellow Keys lovers. Nothing says friendship like spreading the wanderlust. And let me know your favorite marathon stop or hidden gem. I'm always down to add to my must-see list. And hey, if you're ready to start booking those perfect adventures, head over to FunInKeyWest.com for insider tips on where to eat, play, and relax. All hand-picked with love. While you're there, sign up for our newsletter to snag the ultimate happy hour guide, because priorities, am I right? Until next time, keep wandering, keep exploring, and keep it Key Westy.